Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Two and a throw right away. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in, and run the ball.
And off the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
A strong play from last year's 2nd-round pick, who didn't get a lot of carries as a rookie with the Bills, only 89. But he made the most of them, though. A 5.7-yard average, good enough to lead all running backs had he qualified. This is a young man who's proved he's worthy of a more featured role in the Buffalo offense.
12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Now Allen. Look at the big fella go. He's got room to roam. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third down and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Bills at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on on display in that victory.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cook. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. When it's first and goal from that close inside the 5, do you like running the toss or pitch to the outside?
I think some teams feel like they have a little more room and it enables them to do that. But I know flip it over to the other side. You just read one key and you go. You don't worry about a second move and getting hurt that way. Go get it right now, and that's exactly what they did and caused the loss.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but fourth down coming up.
On for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 35, here's second down and 8. A run with Mostert up the middle. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep your defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to pass. Tua. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
21G, 21G.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Allen going to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll get this down to the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First down, here's the run with Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Cook up the gut, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. This taken in by Kincaid. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by pass is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like when they were...
Allen hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only... So he can mash, too.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone and hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have retaken a third-quarter lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bills 9. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Third down and 6.
Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Now Cook running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Well, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hines. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 1. Here's Hallett. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And Knox is going to have the Bills 1st down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
To the air, Allen. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Allen, they'll run with Cook. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Bills have taken a 4th quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Here's Tua. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. There's a nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come up now on second down. Throwing Tua. This is caught by Waddle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Tua. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Time certainly a factor. Under 40 to play. Second down. Now Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that's on Austin Jackson. First round pick in 2020. Here's second down. Here's White. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Behind the chain, second and 12. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.